What governs your life today? Is it chance, circumstance, or the thoughts you allow to dominate your mind? This question is not academic. It is not idle philosophy. It is the very foundation upon which the structure of your success or your failure rests. If your thoughts are scattered, fearful, and weak, your results will mirror that confusion. If your thoughts are deliberate, disciplined, and directed, your life will rise with clarity, vision, and purpose. Nothing worthwhile happens by accident. Nothing of lasting value comes from a wandering mind. The starting point of wealth, health, peace, and power is the control of thought. If you do not command your mind, you will serve someone else's. If you do not choose your thoughts, the world will choose them for you. This is not opinion. This is not theory. This is law. In my lifetime of observing men and women of achievement, I have never found an exception. Those who rise above the average do so not by luck, not by favor, but by mastering the inner dialogue that shapes every step they take. The world surrounds you with 1,000 invitations to distraction, news that steals your peace, voices that sow doubt, screens that demand your attention. And if you are not vigilant, if you do not stand as the sentinel of your own mind, you will be conquered by triviality. That is why the control of thought is not a minor skill. It is the central business of life. The true work of a human being begins not in the factory, not in the office, not even in the home. It begins in the mind. Every action begins in thought. Every success is rehearsed in the imagination before it becomes real in the world. Every failure is first permitted by a single doubtful thought. Every defeat is born of fear tolerated too long in the corridors of the mind. You must understand this. Thought is not passive. It is not harmless. Thought is the most potent force you possess. A man may own nothing and yet rise by the discipline of his mind. Another may inherit wealth and lose it all through reckless, unfocused thinking. Wealth is not first money. It is mental order. Power is not first influence. It is clarity of thought. When I speak of transforming your life, I do not speak first of circumstances. Circumstances are consequences. The true cause lies deeper, in the way you think, in the way you direct your inner dialogue. Transformation begins in the quiet solitude of thought. You need no permission. You need no resources. You need only a decision, a resolute, unwavering commitment to guard your mind as a treasure. Do not allow your mind to drift into chaos. Thoughts are seeds, and seeds will grow into whatever they are fed. Plant doubt and you harvest hesitation. Plant fear and you reap paralysis. Plant faith and you grow courage. Plant purpose and you become unstoppable. Your present life is nothing more than the harvest of your past thinking. If you want a different harvest, you must plant different seeds. This is not mystical. It is mechanical. It is repeatable. It is law. Most people drift because they never take possession of their mind. They live according to public opinion, family expectation, and cultural noise. But the one who claims his thoughts, who disciplines them, directs them, repeats them, claims his destiny. This power belongs to all, but it is used by few. The question is simple. Are you using your mind, or is your mind using you? Have you trained your thoughts to obey your will, or do they run wild, pulled by every distraction? The riches you seek, the peace you desire, the success you dream of, none of these are waiting outside to be stumbled upon. They are already within you, locked in the pattern of your thinking. Change the pattern and you change everything. But let us be precise. To control your thoughts is not to repress them. It is to select them deliberately. It is to feed the mind only that which supports your definite purpose. You must become ruthless with your attention. Eliminate the trivial. Guard your focus as you would guard your life, for it is your life. Begin each day with intention. Do not start by reacting. Start by creating. The most powerful people do not begin their day by scrolling through distractions. They begin in silence. in clarity, with their mind anchored to purpose. They do not wait for motivation. They command their will, and so must you. Start small, but start. Direct one thought. Hold it. Shape it. Repeat it. Discipline grows by use. Each time you direct your mind, you strengthen the muscle of mastery. The one who becomes rich is not always the hardest worker. He is the one who thinks with the greatest clarity and conviction. The universe does not reward confusion. It rewards order, definiteness, and purpose. When your mind is fixed on what you want, when you remove the clutter, the creative forces of the mind begin to work on your behalf. Ideas emerge. Opportunities appear. But if you vacillate, if you permit contradiction, you remain stuck in mediocrity. That is the tragedy of the masses. They think in circles, so their lives move in circles. When thought contradicts itself, action loses power. When action loses power, results collapse. The escape is simple but not easy. Train your mind to think in a straight line, from purpose to plan to practice to progress. Study your thoughts as a craftsman inspects his tools. Ask, which of these serve my aim and which sabotage it? Which beliefs move me forward and which keep me stuck? Be honest, for nothing strong can be built upon self-deception. If your dominant thoughts are fearful, replace them. If they are vague, define them. If they are self-defeating, destroy them. Thought is not merely something that passes through you. Thought is something you choose, install, repeat, and make permanent. This is the discipline. This is the path. There is no shortcut. You cannot dwell upon poverty and expect prosperity. You cannot ruminate on failure and expect success. The mind must be cleansed of contradiction and united behind a single aim. That is why the first step to mastery is a definite purpose. Without it, thoughts scatter. With it, thoughts organize. Desire, when mixed with faith and persistence, becomes an engine that refuses to stop. Remember, repetition is the mother of mastery. The thought you repeat becomes the belief you hold. The belief you hold becomes the habit you live. The habit you live becomes the destiny you meet. You are not a spectator here. You are the architect. As you think, so you become. As you repeat, so you install. As you install, so you act. And as you act, so your world conforms. Control is forged not in moments of comfort, but in the battle against internal resistance. Most people fail because they never endure the discomfort of discipline long enough for genuine transformation to occur. They surrender at the first whisper of fatigue, the first hint of doubt. But the mind, like the muscle, obeys repeated command. Each time you resist temptation, you gain strength. Each time you redirect a wandering thought back to your purpose, you sharpen the blade of focus. Control is not a gift. It is earned daily, hourly, moment to moment. You will not win this once and be done. You will win it again and again until disciplined thinking becomes your default. Now let us speak of the silent assassin of dreams, doubt. Doubt enters quietly, often wearing the mask of caution. It sounds reasonable, it sounds safe, but beneath it lives fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of stepping beyond the known. The disciplined mind permits no room for doubt to nest. It recognizes it at once and eliminates it with the force of faith. Faith is not blindness, faith is clarity. The understanding that a focused mind, supported by belief, will shape the world to match its inner image. Hold that inner image. Protect it. Refuse to let pressure blur it. Faith does not require you to know every step. It requires you to see the next step and to take it. How is faith installed? Through repetition and affirmation. Speak to your mind daily about who you are and who you are becoming. Do not leave your thoughts to chance. The world will fill an unguarded mind with fear. Fill yours with purpose. Write your aims. Read them aloud. Revisit them morning, noon, and night. Your subconscious responds to repetition. That is how belief is installed. That is how thought becomes reality. The principle is simple. What you rehearse internally, you will express externally. Let us now confront the enemy of mental power, distraction. The mind cannot serve two masters. Divided attention is diluted power. The successful do not waste energy on the trivial. They guard their time, their space, their rituals. This is not obsession, it is precision. Without precision, you wander. Without consistency, you drift. And drifting minds never build great lives. So simplify. Cut the noise. Create rituals that protect your thinking. Reserve time for silence, reserve time for study, reserve time to speak with yourself clearly about what you want and what you will do to obtain it. This is the practice of mental self-command. A powerful mind is not the outcome of consuming more information. It is the result of organizing your thought around a clear intention. Without intention, information becomes noise. With intention, information becomes power. Ask yourself, what do I want? Specifically, precisely now. Define it, write it, fix it in your mind. Let that clarity become the lens that focuses every thought, cuts every distraction, and guides every decision. Before the world can influence your mood, influence it yourself. Begin each morning by design, not by default. Think the thoughts you choose to think. Direct your energy before it is scattered. The quality of your morning command determines the direction of your day. Motivation fades. Discipline remains. And discipline begins with thought. If you can command your first thought, you can begin to command the rest. If you flood your mind with faith, determination, and clarity upon waking, your actions will follow. Stop granting your mind permission to sabotage you. Do not let negative thinking sit unchallenged. Replace it. Reinforce new beliefs. Repeat them until they become identity. This is the method. This is the mastery. Your environment matters. The voices you hear, the people you allow near, the media you consume, each plants seeds in consciousness. Be selective. If it weakens your focus, remove it. If it drains your belief, create distance. Protect your energy with zeal. Design your surroundings to elevate your thinking, your goals visible, your books reachable, your reminders of purpose prominent. This is not decoration. This is construction. The construction of a mind prepared to build a great life. Understand, your thoughts do not merely reflect your reality, they shape it. Every invention, every fortune, every turning point in human history began as a thought fully believed and persistently acted upon. The average person thinks shallowly. Life happens to them. The great thinker goes deeper. Life happens through them. You are not here merely to exist. You are here to create. And creation begins with sustained focus. Practice the repetition of truth. Practice unwavering discipline in thought. Not once, not sometimes, but daily. If you do the work, the result is guaranteed, not by luck, but by law. You become what you habitually think. Each dominant thought, when mixed with emotion and belief, seeks expression in the physical world. Your present results, good or bad, are the fruit of your most repeated thoughts. If you want new fruit, plant new thoughts. Not merely surface thoughts, but the deep convictions you hold about who you are, what you deserve, and what is possible. Examine your beliefs about capability, money, purpose, and power. If they are weak or limiting, burn them away and install beliefs of strength, abundance, and clarity. Many change their circumstances briefly, but relapse because they never change their thinking at the root. The subconscious does not obey wishful thinking. It obeys consistent command. Speak to it with authority, backed by emotion and certainty. The most powerful way to change belief is to implant a new one through repetition as mechanism, belief as fuel, emotion as accelerator. Once the subconscious accepts a belief, it will drive behavior to match it with unwavering loyalty. Your role is not to guess how the outcome will arrive. Your role is to command the mind and take consistent action. Be vigilant against destructive thoughts. Do not debate with them. Replace them immediately. Substitute fear with faith, envy with gratitude, doubt with empowering self-talk. Your mind cannot hold two dominant thoughts at once. Choose the one that serves your purpose. This is not denial of reality. This is the construction of a higher reality. You are not here to be ruled by reaction. You are here to respond with intention. That intention begins with your inner dialogue. If your inner voice speaks weakness, change the voice. Rewrite the script word by word until your inner story aligns with your outer success. Thought without action is blueprint without construction. Action without thought is construction without plan. The law of success requires effort. The law of compensation requires value. Thought designs, action builds. Discipline fuses the two. You cannot sit and hope your conditions will change. Align your mind with your goals, and then move your feet in harmony. Action solidifies belief. Each step forward reinforces the mind's commitment to your aim. The world does not reward intention, it rewards execution. So set your intention, control your thinking, and act every single day. Now, the principle of definiteness of purpose. A drifting mind cannot create directed success. A man without a chief aim is a ship without a compass. The majority of failure can be traced to vague goals. Know exactly what you want, precisely, specifically, now. Write it, memorize it, review it in the morning, revisit at noon, reaffirm at night. Let your thoughts orbit your purpose as planets orbit the sun. That central aim gives order to your mental world. It collects scattered energy into a beam of focused power. Decide what you want, then decide you will have it. Decision is the first act of creation. Now to self-image, the silent builder of all success. You cannot rise beyond the opinion you hold of yourself. If internally you believe you're unworthy, you will sabotage progress to remain consistent with that identity. Train your mind to see yourself as successful before the world confirms it. Speak in the language of the person you're becoming. Walk with their posture. Choose with their conviction. This is not arrogance. This is identity alignment. Thoughts backed by belief and emotion become magnetic. They pull into your life the people, opportunities, and conditions that support your aim. When you think fear, you see more to fear. When you think limitation, you meet more obstacles. Change the charge of your thoughts, and you change the field of your life. If you want abundance, think it, feel it, act from it. If you want confidence, speak it and move as if it is already true. The subconscious obeys the master who repeats with authority. But you must also master emotion. Uncontrolled emotion weakens thought. The person ruled by mood is easily manipulated. Excited at dawn, defeated by noon. This is not power. Power is calm. Power is decisive. Power is principle over panic. You are here to build, not react, not complain, not collapse, but build. Building requires emotional regulation, poise under pressure, focus amid noise. Do not let feelings dictate your decisions. Let wise decisions govern your feelings. And beware the illusion of time. Many postpone transformation by telling themselves they need more time. Time does not change you. Decision does. Time only reveals the consistency of your thoughts and actions. The person who thinks differently for a year but never acts will remain where they began. Change begins now, in this moment, with this very thought. What you allow now becomes your pattern. Do not postpone clarity. Do not postpone belief. Decide. Be ruthless with excuses. They feel logical, but they justify inaction. Replace "I don't feel like it" with "this is who I am, this is what I do." Program your mind deliberately, or it will be programmed by the fears and opinions of others. The true battle is internal. Your enemy is not external. It is the thought that whispers, "Maybe tomorrow," "You're not ready," "You can't." Do not ignore that voice. Override it. Replace it with declarations backed by action. You will not win the inner war once and for all. You will win it today, then tomorrow, then the day after. Pressure will come. Let it test your thinking and prove its strength. Forge thoughts in purpose, not in weakness. And your world will conform to a disciplined mind, but you must give it direction. One thought, then another, until order replaces chaos and purpose replaces drift. Remember, the true measure of power is not control over others, but control over self, beginning with thought. You cannot build a life of success and peace without first constructing a system of order in your mind. The world you see, the choices you make, the results you experience, they mirror your mental state. If your thoughts are scattered, your results scatter. If your thoughts are strong and concentrated, your life rises to meet them. Nothing changes outside until something changes within, and nothing changes within until thought is directed with intention. The mind is a fertile field. If you do not plant seeds deliberately, weeds grow by default, indecision, procrastination, doubt. The disciplined mind identifies weeds and uproots them, replacing them with clarity, initiative, and definite aim. Your habits grow from thoughts, your results grow from habits, your future grows from results. Interrupt the cycle now. Identify the thoughts you repeat most. Are they aligned with your purpose or aligned with your fear? Be honest. Awareness sharpens immediately. From awareness, new patterns can form if you act. Mental discipline is not theory, it is practice. Practice becomes identity. Identity becomes destiny. Transformation begins not with motivation, but with decision. The decision that your thoughts will obey your purpose. From that decision, you move from effect to cause, from wishing to building, and the world honors builders. Take full responsibility for the voices you allow into your mind. Books, conversations, media, these either fortify or fracture your focus. You cannot feed the mind with garbage and expect it to produce gold. Protect your mental space as a builder protects a foundation. Observe without absorbing. A thought may enter, but it does not have to remain. You are not the servant of the mind, you are the master. When destructive thoughts arise, reject them. When fear whispers, silence it. When doubt appears, override it with reason, vision, and persistence. This is awareness married to will. Daily repetition molds the mind. You do not train a champion once, you train daily. Speak to your mind with conviction. Affirm your purpose. Reinforce your beliefs. Remind yourself who is in command. 10 minutes of disciplined thought each day builds a fortress no adversity can conquer. That is how character is formed. That is how resolve is built. Do not wait for the world to affirm you. Affirm yourself. Emotional independence is necessary. If your peace depends on praise or withers under criticism, your vision is hostage to others. Decide that your mind will remain centered regardless of who applauds or who mocks. Think as the master thinks. Act as the leader acts. Speak as the person of purpose speaks. You are not here to react to others. You are here to realize your vision, and vision begins in thought. Your response to difficulty reveals your level of thought control. Do you default to defeat, or do you think your way through with clarity? Every obstacle reflects the quality of your dominant thoughts. Those who crumble under pressure have not yet mastered the mind. Those who rise remain poised. Let every challenge refine your thinking. Let every trial sharpen your clarity. Greatness is born in disciplined thought. thought under pressure. To truly transform your life through thought, operate from a higher mind. Thoughts born from vision, not fear, from contribution, not mere survival. The highest use of thought is value creation, legacy building, purpose expressed. At this altitude, life expands. People feel your clarity. Circumstances shift. Opportunities appear, not by luck, but by the vibration of disciplined thought aligned with purpose. You cannot visit this level occasionally and expect permanent change. You must live there. That requires letting go of the old self, the self that thought small, feared judgment, hesitated under pressure. In its place, a new thinker rises, one who accepts full responsibility, refuses to be ruled by emotion, and shapes reality through focused, high-level thought. This is your power. This is your duty. Build a system of thinking so clear, so deliberate, so unwavering that nothing external can override it. Let that system become the foundation for your results, your relationships, your finances, your future. You are not here to drift. You are here to design, not to survive, but to build. The results you desire already exist in potential form, waiting for the clear, consistent, believing command of your mind. Stop doubting. Stop delaying. Start deciding. The construction of your future is taking place now, with the thoughts you are choosing now. Will you control your thoughts, or will they control you? Your answer decides your trajectory. Choose discipline, choose consistency, choose clarity. Then no obstacle, no critic, no temporary failure can halt what law has already set in motion. As your mind obeys, success becomes inevitable. The law of thought is unchanging. As you think, so you become. It does not matter whether you believe it or not. It operates whether you acknowledge it or not. The only question is, are you directing it deliberately, or are you drifting unconsciously? Drifting is the default. The mind left unguarded produces weeds, doubt, procrastination, excuses, and fear. These do not arrive by invitation. They grow naturally in untended soil. The disciplined mind, however, does not permit weeds to take root. It replaces them with clarity, with order, with initiative. Your habits stem from your thoughts. Your results stem from your habits. And your future is nothing more than the compound harvest of your current results. To redirect your future, interrupt the cycle now. Identify the thoughts you most often repeat. Are they moving you toward your aim, or holding you in the prison of the familiar? This is why awareness is power. The moment you observe your thinking, you gain distance from it. You realize you are not your thoughts. You are the one who chooses them. And once you claim that role, transformation begins. Do not expect change overnight. Seeds do not become trees in a day, but expect awareness immediately. And from awareness, expect new patterns to form if you practice deliberately. Discipline is not theory, it is practice. And practice becomes identity. The more often you replace weakness with strength, doubt with faith, distraction with focus, the more naturally you become the kind of person who thinks with clarity. And identity always precedes destiny. You do not wait for success to think like a builder. You think like a builder first, and success follows. You do not wait to be rich to think with abundance. You think abundance first, and riches are attracted. Transformation begins not with motivation, but with decision. The decision that your thoughts will obey your purpose. Motivation is a feeling, decision is a command. And the mind responds to command. Let us now consider the weight of environment once again. Your mind is shaped by the voices that enter it: books, conversations, media, mentors. If you permit low standards, cynicism, or gossip, you weaken your focus. If you surround yourself with clarity, strength, and truth, you reinforce your power. Be ruthless in filtering what enters your mind. This is not cruelty, it is necessity. You cannot feed the mind garbage and expect gold. You cannot pour poison into the soil and expect roses to bloom. Protect your foundation. Every builder knows that cracks at the base eventually topple the house. Likewise, cracks in your thinking, excuses tolerated, doubts entertained, eventually collapse the structure of your results. Guard the foundation of thought as if your entire future depends on it, for it does. Now, let us speak of daily repetition. You do not win mastery once, you win it every day. 10 minutes of deliberate thought discipline practiced consistently is more powerful than bursts of inspiration followed by drift. Speak to your mind with authority. Affirm your goals. Declare your identity. Not empty affirmations, but declarations backed by conviction and reinforced with action. Each time you speak with conviction, you install a new belief. Each time you act, you cement it further. This is how character is formed. This is how resolve is built. Do not wait for the world to cheer you. Cheer yourself. Do not wait for others to validate you. Validate yourself. That is the essence of self-leadership. Let us also face the necessity of emotional independence. If your peace depends on applause, then silence will destroy you. If your vision crumbles under criticism, then failure is certain. Decide now that your thoughts will remain centered regardless of who approves or who mocks. Think as the master thinks. Act as the leader acts. Speak as the person of definite purpose speaks. You are not here to be tossed by the opinions of others. You are here to build the vision within you until it becomes reality. And one of the greatest tests of mastery is difficulty. When challenge comes, when plans collapse, when circumstances shift, do you default to panic or do you think with clarity? Every obstacle is a mirror reflecting the quality of your thought discipline. Those who crumble have built upon sand. Those who rise have built upon rock. The rock is disciplined thought. The rock is a mind trained to obey principle, not panic. You must become that person. Let every obstacle refine your thinking. Let every trial sharpen your clarity. Do not curse the challenge. Use it. For greatness is forged not in ease, but in disciplined thought under fire. At higher levels, thought is no longer reactive, but creative. You no longer ask, how do I survive? You begin asking, how do I create? How do I contribute? How do I build something greater than myself? The highest use of thought is not self-preservation. It is purpose expressed. At this altitude, you become magnetic. People feel your clarity, circumstances align, opportunities emerge. This is not coincidence. It is the law of thought vibrating at the level of purpose. And yet this realm is not visited casually. It is reserved for those who have paid the price through focus, self-control, and consistent inner work. You cannot dip into high-level thought once a week and expect permanent results. You must live there. And to live there, the old self must die. The self that feared judgment, that entertained doubt, that hesitated under pressure. That self must be buried. And in its place, the builder must rise. The builder is not ruled by mood, but by principle. The builder does not drift. He directs. He does not collapse under criticism. He stays the course. He does not wait for permission. He commands himself. That is identity. That is destiny. Build a system of thought so deliberate, so disciplined, that no external storm can override it. Let that system guide your results, your relationships, your finances, your legacy. That is the work of a thinker who has taken full command. Remember, you are not here to drift. You are not here to survive. You are here to create, to build, to lead. The results you desire already exist in potential form. They are waiting for one thing, the clear, consistent, repeated command of your mind. So I ask you again, will you control your thoughts, or will they control you? Will you command your mind, or will you drift with the crowd? Your answer is not spoken with words. It is revealed in what you think about most. If you choose discipline, clarity, and consistency, then your destiny is already in motion, for the law cannot be broken. As you think, so you become. The disciplined thinker uproots weeds quickly. He does not let them spread. He replaces them with seeds of clarity, seeds of purpose, seeds of courage. And as those seeds grow, his character strengthens, his habits align, and his destiny unfolds. Understand this. Your habits are nothing more than your thoughts repeated. Your results are nothing more than your habits expressed. And your future is nothing more than your results compounded. The chain is unbreakable. Thought arrow, habit arrow, result arrow, destiny. If you desire to redirect destiny, break the cycle now at the level of thought. Do not wait for circumstances to shift. They are the fruit, not the root. If you wish to change the harvest, change the seed. Do not expect instant results. Expect immediate responsibility. The moment you take ownership of your thoughts, you have already begun the transformation. Results will come in time by law. Too many people chase motivation and ignore decision. Motivation fades like a flame in the wind. Decision is the furnace that burns steadily. The man who decides his mind will obey his purpose has already crossed the line from wishes to builders, and the world honors builders. Every great structure of history, every revolution, every invention began with one person who dared to think differently, deliberately, persistently, powerfully. Now take full responsibility for the environment of your thoughts. Every voice that enters your mind is either fortifying or weakening you. Be ruthless in what you allow. If it strengthens you, embrace it. If it weakens you, eliminate it. This is not cruelty, it is construction. The builder protects the foundation. If cracks appear, he repairs them quickly. Likewise, if doubts creep into your mind, silence them quickly. Do not let them spread. Replace them with reason, with faith, with persistence. The disciplined mind does not absorb everything. It observes, it selects, it accepts only what aligns with purpose. A thought may knock at the door, but you decide whether it enters. This is mastery. Daily repetition is the tool. You cannot build a fortress in a day, but brick by brick, day by day, it rises. 10 minutes of disciplined thought daily builds resilience that no adversity can conquer. Do not wait for the world to affirm you. Affirm yourself. Do not wait for applause to believe. Believe before applause. For belief precedes evidence. Thought precedes result. And let us not overlook one final truth. You become magnetic when your thoughts are united with purpose. Opportunities, people, conditions, they align with the vibration of a disciplined, focused mind. This is not superstition. It is law. When you dwell on fear, you see more to fear. When you dwell on limitation, you encounter more obstacles. When you dwell on abundance, confidence, and faith, you attract abundance, confidence, and faith. The law cannot be broken. Therefore, flood your mind with the charge you wish to live. If you want confidence, think it, speak it, walk in it until it becomes identity. If you want peace, install it thought by thought until it becomes your atmosphere. Remember, no one can do this for you. Thought discipline cannot be inherited. It cannot be purchased. It must be practiced. And the one who practices relentlessly, faithfully, rises, not by chance, not by charm, but by law. So I ask you now, one final time, will you control your thoughts, or will they control you? Will you drift, or will you direct? Will you be ruled by doubt, or will you command your faith? Your answer is written not in your words, but in the thoughts you permit, in the beliefs you repeat, in the identity you reinforce. For as you think, so you become. If you choose discipline, consistency, and clarity, then destiny cannot deny you, for the law will obey you, because your mind obeys you. This is the path, this is the work, this is the law. Control your thoughts, and you will control your reality. Guard them, guide them, and repeat them until your entire life reflects the order, clarity, and greatness of a disciplined mind. You are not here to drift. You are not here to survive. You are here to build, to create, to lead. Your thoughts are your tools. Your purpose is your blueprint. Your life is the structure, and you, through thought, are the builder. So begin now, one thought then another, one decision then another, until the mind becomes your servant and your destiny becomes inevitable. Your thoughts create your reality. Control them, and you will control everything.